Some things will change from the last time Whistling Straits hosted the PGA Championship in 2004.
We'll probably modify and change a few things here and there to try to enhance the guest experience, make sure that the golf course has a few little tricks for some of the players that saw it in '04.
But most of the things won't change. The tournament will still have the setting of the spectacular shores of Lake Michigan, with the gorgeous golf course taking center stage.
It's very unique because of being on Lake Michigan. You have the microclimate of weather conditions, wind conditions, and everything that comes into play, along with the design that Pete, Dye, and Mr. Kohler did, really makes it challenging for any skill level of player.
Like it did in 2004, Whistling Straits will host golf's final major of the year, the PGA Championship, in August of 2010. The PGA has learned it's hard to say no to one of Wisconsin's and the country's most unique landscapes.
It speaks for itself, to be honest. And I think everybody I always bring out here when they come onto the east side of the clubhouse, it just speaks for itself. And we had some new guests yesterday that said the same thing. And it's pretty easy when you have to close a deal when you have this in your backyard.
Until Whistling Straits was built, there really weren't golf courses with that type of design features here, more of a link style play, a lot of bunkering, a lot of native natural grasses. So it was one of the first. There's now several, but I think because of that, it's very unique in those aspects.
Patterned after links courses in the British Isles, no detail was spared when architect Peter Dye built the course.
The golf courses were patterned after some of the great golf courses that were built in Ireland. And we do have some blackface sheep that roam the golf course, as you would see at different golf courses in Ireland as well.
It's probably the most luxury sheep group you ever find anywhere. It's another what I call the characteristic of the unique. There's nothing like it in the United States.
Another thing that won't change is the man in charge. 2004's championship director Barry Deach returns to Kohler to man the ship in 2010.
The great thing is there's been a lot of work already done before I got here, which was great, but we've made some significant changes over the last 4 weeks, exciting ones that we'll begin to unveil over the next couple of months and into next year.
You know, Barry's got a wealth of knowledge with the PGA of America. He's got great knowledge with the events. He's run several before, and so we're really excited to have him back and working on the event for 2010.
It can be a lot of work to host a major golf tournament, but the benefit of hosting it here at Whistling Straits is that they've done it before, and not even just once, but 3 times.
There's a lot of experience here. Our chair people have gone through since the 1998 Women's Open, so we can manipulate the plan a little bit to meet the needs.
And we've got such great support from all the volunteers that we have throughout the state that were involved in '04. Many of those same individuals were involved in the event when we hosted the U.S. Senior Open, and luckily we have quite a few of those same volunteers that are back volunteering in 2010.
Not only can they learn from the event in 2004, but they can watch 2009's PGA Championship in Minnesota to make adjustments to next year's event.
We've got about 40 chair people going in. Of course, Mr. Kohler will be there as well. I would expect we'll have major interviews there and looking at every little piece that we can because we've only got 12 months to go.
We'll be looking for some of the best players there to see how they handle those types of course conditions and seeing how we might be able to set our golf course up next year to make sure we have a good challenge for them as well.
But once this year's champion is crowned, the staff kicks into high gear to get some work in before the cold of winter comes around.
Well, we already start this far in advance, more than a year in advance, started talking about the course conditions as far as the tees that we'll use, how long we'll have the golf course set up, the widths of the fairway, how long we'll have the rough and those types of things. Because of our winter type conditions where we don't really get turf growth, in the wintertime we have to start preparing that more than a year in advance. So we've already started those preparations. The golf course is pretty close to being in those conditions now, but having the grow in for next spring and next summer, we'll be ready when the players come in August.